Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of DeadAnt Survival. As you can see, we have made some changes to our base. It is looking absolutely awesome, if I may say so myself. So I've added in these nice big windows, and I've also finished the second floor. And I've also built the water elevator that goes all the way up to our other farms. So we can now access our mob farm and our iron farm. And you should all be familiar with my trading hall. And the problem is I've got all these farmers here, and I can trade with them 1 pumpkin for 1 emerald and 1 melon for 1 emerald. But I don't have a good source of pumpkins and melons. So that's what we're going to do in today's episode. I'm going to build a pumpkin and melon farm on the second floor, and I'm going to have them all come into this chest. So let's get started. And here we have it. This is our completed pumpkin and melon farm. So we've got pumpkins on this side and melons on this side. It is a very straightforward design. You got your stalk in the middle, that's got a detector, an observer behind it. When it grows, that stalk will bend over to where the pumpkin or melon is, and the observer will detect that, and that triggers all of the pistons on the row because of the redstone behind it, and it pushes them out, breaks them, and into the water stream they go. And this water stream drops all the way down to the bottom, and then it flows along these water streams. They join up together and they all come into this here. And this is just a very basic, simple item lifter. So it puts the items from this bottom dropper into the chest that is above them. And you can see there's a pumpkin going right into our system and some melons. And we're already getting our pumpkins and melons come into here. So now, every time I'm hanging around my base doing stuff, I'll have a steady supply of pumpkins and melons so I can continue trading and get better and better gear and backup gear and so on. So the melon and pumpkin farm fits quite nicely there, and now I want to put a farm on this side as well. And what I'm thinking is a sugarcane farm. So we're going to need a steady supply of paper so we can keep making our rockets, and a sugarcane farm is going to be a fairly similar shape and size as this. So it's going to be a good symmetry to have on this side. So let's go ahead with that build. And there is our sugarcane farm. So this one is a 2-layer one, and it is of course on both sides. So we are getting plenty of drops from it. And another very simple design. We've just got detectors on each end. So when the far end grows up to 3 blocks, all of the pistons in that row will activate. And it will also activate the pistons on the other row. So it's going to be going fairly frequently, and that gets us regular drops. And then of course it goes through the water stream down here. It does not go as far down as the melon and pumpkin farm, because we just want it to go into our storage box, which is this one here. So getting plenty of sugarcane already. I also went ahead and converted our mob farm into a creeper only farm. So I've added all these trapdoors on the ceiling of each layer, and that way only creepers are going to be spawning and dropping down into the kill chamber. And I also made some changes to the kill chamber itself. I found the water in it had the creepers bobbing up and down, and it wasn't killing them very effectively, especially when I had the trident killer on. So I've removed the water, and I've also changed the item drop system. So now I've just got a basic dropper. So the items go into some hoppers that are in the magma, into some more hoppers, and then they get spat out here. And at the moment they just drop all the way down to the bottom into this hopper, which goes into these chests, and we're getting plenty of gunpowder. So now that we've got sugarcane and gunpowder in a steady supply, we're going to have a good supply of rockets for the future. And also with the melons and pumpkins constantly coming in, we can do plenty of villager trading, and we're going to have heaps of emeralds to do all the trades we will need. So our second floor farms are complete. It works out perfectly. These are exactly the same height, so I can put the roof of the next floor right on top of this and continue our next farms or contraptions, devices, whatever I decide to put on the next level. This episode is a bit shorter than my other ones. I hope you guys don't mind that. I just didn't want it to be too repetitive building these farms, because it is just copy paste on each layer, and I didn't want to bore you. And just as a bonus, a sneak peek into what I'm going to be doing in the next episode. I am sick of having blue armor and equipment, so that can only mean one thing. So stay tuned for the next episode to see that. But thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a good one.